24th, 2024. Hello, my airbenders. Show your love and support and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Also, I am available for readings in the link in the description box below tomorrow, so check that out. I'm going to be kind of like working more on my monthly horoscopes and trying to get those up before the first. Also, help your girl out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos, and you guys have been doing so well with that. And I just need 500 more subscribers to reach 3,000 subscribers, so please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. So on the 24th, there's a lot of emphasis, and going into July, a lot of emphasis on your 6th house. So you're more inclined to socially isolate yourself. Solitude probably suits you now. You can be working on mind-body consciousness. You may have a tendency to procrastinate, but taking care of unfinished business is important as well. You may have less work to keep up with than usual. Also, there could be a lazy streak with you, or you could be on vacation at this time and not get anything done. Despite this, employers and coworkers are not going to complain. If you've been ill recently, this is a restoration of health. You may not feel much like putting your nose to the grindstone. Cleanliness and orderliness may become an issue at the office. Management may be more strict with the supply and usage, as there is an effort to stretch resources. Vesta is conjunct with Volcanus in your 1st house. No, in your 7th house at 1 degree, and Volcanus at 3 degrees right now. And remember, Volcanus is the higher form of Saturn, and it's there for the next like 73 years. This is an auspicious time for career. You can be more in a leadership position with your career. A great time for those of you in media and social media at this time. A partner may change who they are on a deeper level, and as a result, it's going to cause problems within the marriage. There could be a divorce happening now because Vesta is conjunct with Volcanus opposing Pluto in retrograde during this time period. So love relationships can suffer. So this could be, and then on top of that, you got Uranus in Taurus, and then Mars. Not the easiest time for live-in relationships. This could be a time of empowerment here, and you're creating balance between your desires for control and your need to sacrifice such powers or even wealth in order to clear the path for your true purpose and higher mission. So this is a powerful time and catalyst for change, or you could be at the precipice of change as well. And then what's going to happen, whatever's going on here, and for the next 2 weeks, you can feel the effects of this energy before we go into the new moon energy. And then what's going to happen is kind of like this is all coming to September and October, trust me. And it's going to be like the catalyst for change, and then boom, finally you're going to be like, I can't anymore. And then you're going to make changes in your life at this time and really step out of your comfort zone with this energy. And I feel like that's going to be more towards September and October. So whatever challenges, that's the theme song that we're dealing with, okay? So this is a powerful time for the catalyst of change, healing, and to fulfill your spiritual mission. So this could be a really beautiful energy time with growth here. So whoever has to leave your life, whatever has to leave your life, it's not a bad thing. It's absolutely awesome. Also, this is a time for some of you here that don't have nobody like me. This is a time of becoming closer to your true self at this time with this energy, and dealing with your own healing work with this energy and focusing on your goals. On the 25th, the North Node is still not well aspected in the 3rd house. So this is meaning wrong place, wrong time. So cock those brains before you shoot that mouth off. Then Eros is not well aspected in your 3rd house as well. So cock those brains before you shoot that damn mouth. You are super sensitive at this time because Venus here in Cancer. You're not trying to obligate yourself to things that you don't want to be obligated to with this energy. For some of you, you could have problems with your internet this week. And then for others of you, you need to be careful with the car at this time. The focus could be on the car for some of you. Don't leave things in the car because 3rd house also deals with thieves and burglaries. I feel like for some of you here, this is a beautiful time for confrontation. This is not the this is a beautiful time for confrontations, for having certain conversations, for facing the elephant in the room, because it's a time of empowerment with this energy and saying what you want with this energy. Or this could be having conversations that you don't want to have with certain people and clearing the air at this time with this energy. So if you've been at a crossroads with your relationships, you may not be at a crossroads with your relationships anymore, and kind of figuring out the next step in your relationship and what to do at this time with this energy. So this could be a breakup happening, but trying to be like very thoughtful about your breakup, because you may have kids, or you two could be very sensitive at this time because you two have kids. All right, so that kind of thing. Then on the 26th, Juno is forming a kite energy in your 8th house at this time. With your 8th house, your 6th house, and your 10th house and your 2nd house. So for some of you, you benefit financially through other people. This could be business picking up, a great time for word of mouth. For others of you, this could be making arrangements to stay at other people's houses at this time. And they could be taking care of you like as you stay. Oh, thank you so much, Al. I appreciate that. So this could be you benefiting through your partner financially. For some of you here, this is a great time to mingle if you're single. You could be finding that you're attracting older people into your life, because some of you have Saturn in Virgo in your 8th house, and Saturn, Juno is at 17 degrees. So anything between, so Saturn energy here at this time is attracting older or a significant age difference in your life with this energy here. So a great time to mingle if you're single. So if you have Saturn, like 17 is at 17 degrees Juno, so plus 8. Let me see. Let me do the math. Wait a minute. Hold on. Plus 8. So anywhere between 17 and 25 degrees, you're attracting somebody older into your life. And then on top of that, we have a kite energy. So this is definitely a significant age difference happening with somebody older coming into your life at this time with this energy here, okay? Then on the 27th, let me see, your employer is likely to be more demanding and making necessary changes at this time, or helping you become more efficient with this energy. Hi, Brandon. I have a cough drop in my mouth, so that's why it sounds like I have like a lisp. And I do have a lisp, but now you can really hear it, so I'm sorry. It is often a time of hard work, so be careful not to overexert yourself. Keep a watchful eye on your health, particularly the heart and the spine. Your employer will probably hire more older workers. This is a great time for hard work and perseverance, and finally getting the recognition that you deserve with this energy after many years. You can be getting it, but then you're still constantly have to put in the work and constantly have to prove yourself. I feel like for some of you, the more you work, the more responsibilities come on your back at this time. And during this time with the 6th house energy, it's going to prove rewarding to you. I feel like anything that you do now, you have to earn at this time. So things that do come easy for you, for some of you here with this energy, like Corona is conjunct with Hades at this time. For some of you, this is a beautiful time for releasing past wounds and finally letting go of certain traumas going on in your life. You may need to work on releasing people from your life. For some of you, you may be battling or holding on to people that no longer apply, or situations that you believe that give you power at this time, which power is an illusion. Okay, so this could be dealing with power, authority, and control. It's all an illusion. You may be wanting to think about releasing certain situations or people or thought process during this time period. For some of you, you could be dealing with unresolved past trauma, grief, or past wounds that are going to come up during this time. So whatever is coming up, there's opportunity to release it and let it go during this time, okay? Then on the 28th, life becomes a bit interesting as many possibilities present themselves to you. So this could be career options. This is a good time to take up a new area of study. Information changes take place more quickly, so it's important to stay up to date on the latest and greatest of what's going on with your career. Friday, you need to be careful. You could be having run-ins with your computer at this time, or you need tech support. So you may find yourself spending all sorts of hours and money on your computer, trying to update your computer, trying to get your computer to talk to the Wi-Fi internet, all right? Going back to the Spectrum thing, getting a new modem, calling Spectrum, staying on the phone with them all damn day. Yes, it's gonna be that day, okay? So expect problems on Friday when dealing with the latest and greatest in technology, or this could be at work with the latest and greatest in technology, and they could be shutting down servers and updating servers on Friday with this energy here. You may have to take stuff to Best Buy or something like that, or hire yourself a computer programmer. Your social circle may be changing very rapidly. If you are alert, someone may come into your life who can help you with your career aspirations. I would be careful because you're coming up on a long transit between Uranus at this time in your, and for some of you, Jupiter and Sagittarius. So check your natal chart to see if you have Jupiter and Sagittarius. I'm sorry, I'm like finishing up my cough drop. If you have Jupiter and Sagittarius in your natal chart, scroll all the way down, check out Astro Theme, put your date of birth, time, and place in. If you don't have your time and place, that's fine. Jupiter is going to pop up anyways, and see if you have Jupiter and Sagittarius, because either for the last 3 months or 6 months, or 6 months from now, or 6 months it's going to take, for some of you here, there could be some unexpected events happening in your life at this time. And some of you, new experiences in your life may be chaotic and a bit unstable for you, or you may not know where you stand when it comes to certain things going on in your life. So change is happening here. Your new normal is going on. Major life shifts are happening to you, and this could be dealing with your personal life because Uranus in your 5th house, and the stellium in the 6th house. So this is not the easiest energy time for some of you here that's coming up, okay? So the first card I come up with is the 4 of Coins. Thank you for people liking. Thank you for everybody subscribing. I really appreciate it. So you can be more about your stability at this time with this energy. For some of you, you could be working on saving your money with this energy. This could also be dealing with like your financial worries at this time with this energy here as well. The 5 of Wands, this could be on-the-job training coming up with this energy as well. For others of you, I feel like, you may not be getting along with the people at home, but at the same time, you're playing it safe with this energy and you're tolerating certain situations because they provide comfort and security, or you're dealing with a codependent relationship. The 5 of Coins, you're very restless at this time with this energy. You're very restless for change, or something has to give. Like you're going through it emotionally during this time, so this is not the easiest energy time. The Ace of Coins, creating your own reality. For some of you, this could be a job interview coming up with this energy. The Sun card, mastering your money situation this week as well. The 6 of Cups, you can be sentimental about the past. For some of you, you could be spending more time with your children at this time. For others of you, you could be traveling to a place where you used to live, or a town where you used to live with this energy, or you could be revisiting family and having like a family reunion. I do see a second childhood coming up for you with this energy. The World card, mastering your money situation, traveling coming up at this time. The Hangman card, indecisions coming up with this energy here as well. I'm hearing, should I stay, should I go with this energy? Okay, so there's some indecisiveness. There's some things that are up in the air. This could be a career move happening or may not be happening. And then for others of you, this could be thinking about getting a new job, I feel. Okay, so getting a new job. So, or this could be reevaluating your love relationship. The High Priestess card, I see unrequited love at this time with this energy here. So you could be at a crossroads with love relationships at this time. You may be currently in a love relationship, and you could be like, there could be like a third party here, or you could be having like an emotional affair with somebody at this time, and you don't know if you should stay, if you stay in your current relationship, or you should try this new relationship at this time. Okay, the 3 of Wands is a time of moving forward and not looking back. Okay, for others of you, this is a great time for those of you in media and social media. For others of you, people could be helping you out financially during this time period and wanting to financially support you. So accept the charity. For others of you, I feel like for some of you here, you could be messing around with a doctor. Ooh la la. Okay? You could be messing around with a doctor, or a doctor could be crushing on you. But they could be at a conundrum and whatever. Okay? The 4 of Swords, I feel like with this energy here, I feel, I don't know. I feel like this is a time where you could be more quiet into yourself at this time. So you could be in hermit mode. You could be all up in your feelings at this time with this energy here as well. The 4 of Cups, I feel like for some of you here, you can be more about your sanity. You can be more about your financial stability. You can feel more about your comfort. Okay, and not wanting to make change at this time because you're scared to come out of your comfort zone for whatever reason. You're scared of change, you're scared of the what ifs, and you're scared of the unknown. I feel like you're scared of confrontation that you may have to make with this energy here, because maybe you have dealt with grief in the past, and it's like you don't, it's kind of like me. It's like everybody it's like everybody around me is like dying and shit, and it's like it's like I had to put an announcement to my friends and family, and I'm like, okay, y'all cannot die for 5 freaking years. Okay, y'all have to stay alive and not die on me. All right. And I was like, and don't come in my dreams letting me know that you died. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna tell you to F off and kiss my ass, because now I'm gonna cry and you're a son of a bitch. So it's kind of like that. Like you just over it. Like you just want peace in your life at this time, and you don't really want to make drastic changes in your life at this time. But at the same time, so you're denying yourself of your desires at this time for the sake of your peace and your sanity, and not wanting to go through that little tiny part of crying and going through the emotional process of all. I don't blame you. I'm the same way. I'm more about my peace. That's one of my deal breakers with my relationship with my ex-husband, was be about my peace. And then he couldn't be about my peace. I was like, bye. All right. So I feel like for some of you here, you're not relying on your intuition either. And you're kind of like fighting between the heart and logic at this time, and what is comfortable for you. So I feel like with this energy here, you're unable to accept certain realities, or you're unable to accept certain answers with this energy. Like you just don't want to go that way. Okay, I feel like for some of you here, this could be traveling. For others of you, you're wanting more responsibilities when it comes to work. You want to keep yourself busy so you don't have to listen to your intuition going at you. For others of you, this is a great time for spirituality with this energy here as well. The Knight of Wands, new beginnings, new people coming into your life with this energy here as well. I feel like as I connect, the truth is going to be revealed. I do feel like you're dealing with somebody that's married or emotionally unavailable with this energy here as well. Okay, the Chariot card does bring about a victory, removing obstacles from your life, so certain things may no longer apply in your life. Mazel. The Nine of Wands, scared to come forward, scared to get hurt with this energy here as well, scared to open up your feelings with this energy, because you know it's going to be an end of an era. You don't know how other people in your life are going to feel about it, because you may have children and you don't want to hurt them, and you don't want to seem like the bad guy either. There could also be a fear of rejection. So I think that some of you really need to get the hell out of your way with this energy. Okay, you're being your own worst enemy here as well. You're creating all these what ifs, what ifs, what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. If I had to live that way, I don't think I would be able to move. I don't think I'd be able to change, grow. I would still be working for my mom, and like waiting for her to die. And in my family, all the women seem to live to 100. Okay, so that's gonna be a while. The bitch is not dying. So it's kind of like that. So you need to like not do that to yourself, because life is too short. Like for me, when I had to be in my marriage, and this man is not changing. Like I try to tell him, like, we're like plants. I believe like we're like plants, okay? And the thing is that when we're in relationships, and I love being in a relationship, I really do. I love the emotional stability it provides. I love being married. But he didn't want to be married. He told me, he wants to be a hoe. Well, go be a hoe. Okay, so what happened was that, like I told him, it's like I water your pot, you water my pot, we help each other grow. But when you're not watering the other person's pot, and you're being more about yourself, your needs, your wants, and your desires, and I'm watering your pot like crazy, to the point now you're like, how like you like water a pot so much that you oversaturate the thing, and now it's like moldy and it stinks and there's flies, and then sometimes you get like white stuff all over it, and basically I'm like a crown of thorns, and I'm just like, and I don't even look like a rose anymore. I look like damn thorns and cactus. And I was like, I'm not going to wait for the rest of my life. I'm 44. I'm not going to wait for the rest of my life for you to figure out what the hell you want from me. And I'm not going to stay in some kind of relationship while you go and try to have other relationships with women. I'm like, if you need to go, just go, bro. And I did just that, and I kicked them the hell out, because I'm getting older in age, and I'm not going to be one of those people in their 50s that's still in this relationship and still unhappy, and this person still hasn't changed and I'm still unhappy. You don't deserve that for yourself. Why stay? You need to be selfish, and it's okay to be selfish and to learn to be about your own happiness, because I did try to cultivate my own happiness by myself, and then when he saw that I was doing that, he was sabotaging my good energy and my career and my business, and I was like, whoa, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. You cannot have, you got to be about other people's needs and wants. So then it becomes this resentment game, and I'm not going to play the resentment game when they're like all up when I'm in my 50s, and I'm not going to stay in a relationship for the sake of my child. Even my child was like, Mommy, if you divorce Daddy, I will not, it's okay. And I was like, damn. I'm like, you know what you just asked Mommy? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, are you ready? And I think low key, like he been getting therapy at school, not telling me, but low key. But, and it worked out. But the point is that I'm not going to wait for the rest of my life for you to figure out what the hell you want, for you to grow the hell up. For me, if I'm not feeling you anymore and I'm trying to make it work, you better come up and make it work. You better reciprocate that shit, okay? Because I was willing to stay in that relationship, but the point is that if you're not trying and I'm watering and you're not watering my pot, then I can't try no more. Because at the end of the day, I'm getting up there in age and I don't want to be in my 50s still waiting for this dude to wake up and to grow up and to realize that he has a good woman. And I know I'm a good woman because it says try to figure out like everything wrong that you're doing in the relationship, and all I could see is everything right, and his mommy and his daddy and his brother could see everything right I'm doing in the relationship. So I know it's not me. But anyways, you kind of have to think about that, and it's okay to be selfish, and especially when somebody else is not being about you and not being about your needs, your wants, your desires, and not fulfilling you, and you don't feel happy. You cannot sit there and do the law of attraction and then at the same time stifle your desires, your wants, your needs, and happiness for the sacrifice of others. You are not a damn goat and you are not a sheep. So this is not worth it, because at the end of the day, when you go up to heaven and stuff, because what happens is if you don't fulfill whatever spiritual mission, like you could tell if you're not fulfilling your spiritual mission. I know I'm going like a lot, but you can tell when you're not feeling your spiritual mission because you feel like you want to die. Okay, you feel like when you think about how old you are, you go into this circle about not understanding the cycle of life. And then it kind of drives you a little crazy, and then you get depressed because you're getting depressed and you're getting scared of dying. And the reason why you're getting scared and depressed of dying because you're not fulfilling your spiritual purpose, and instead you're denying yourself. Don't deny yourself, because you're gonna be surprised, because when you die, God gonna be like, did you do A, B, C, D like I asked you? And he's like, you must have become, in Kabbalah they talk about this a lot. Did you become that great rabbi that I told you to become? No. That great teacher that, you were supposed to do all this stuff and stuff like, no. Oh, okay. So then God bring you back down to earth to fulfill your mission. And then this time around, he going to make shit a lot harder for you. He's not going to make it easy for you, So you got to be really careful with, like, you think, oh, I'm doing good because I'm denying myself of, like, my stuff that I want, of this love relationship. Sometimes with love relationships, sometimes the soulmate comes in, and yeah, when the soulmate comes in, like Karen Berg said, it brings about like destruction. You could tell when the soulmate comes in because it brings about change. And when I came in, I was one of Jared's soulmates. I think he told me I was karmic relationships. I was like, and then people around us were like, yeah, that makes sense. And I was like, damn, so I was like, all right, go. But anyways, it was like, the point is that when the soulmate comes in, nobody likes the soulmate. The soulmate brings about a lot of changes, and this is a time period here with the eclipses. Pluto just moved into a different sign. This is a time of blowing it back up and starting over. Like almost everybody I know is getting a divorce, and it's because you're supposed to be ending these relationships for a reason, because you cannot go. You can stay in it, but then God gonna ask you, oh, this was your soulmate, by the way. That was your soulmate. And then it's going to be like, oh, shit. And it's like, yeah, you messed up. And then you got to do it again. And guess what? This time, God going to make the soulmate way on the other side of the world and stuff like that. And it's going to be to the point where it's really impossible to reach this person. Okay, it's like an act of Congress by the universe to reach this person, you know, to get to where you need to be. God gonna really make you work for your shit. So this is a time of soulmates. So if you're not doing your purpose-driven journey, that's on you. Okay, like when God tells me to move, it's like, okay, I gotta move. I can't stay here no more, you know? So you gotta pay attention to your intuition, and you gotta like really work on stepping out of your comfort zone and not being scared to change. Okay, the 10 of Wands, I feel like you can be taking on more responsibilities at this time, spending too much time at work, punishing yourself at work because you're trying to avoid this situation. You are just, what are you doing? That's not, we are not made to like work for the rest of our lives. God did not chain us. Okay, people chained us at one point, but God did not chained us to a thing and then make us work. Okay, we are free. We are free, and that was not his intention. Okay, that was people. All right, people trying to figure out money. All right, so that was another time. All righty. I know, I know. I'm gonna open up a lot of can of worms, but anyways, but this is a time period here where you really need to be about your happiness, your needs, and your desire. I do see a demanding person around you. Do see a demanding female around you here with this energy. This person could be also making you long for loneliness at this time with this energy here. You know, for some of you, your career could start being a little bit more demanding and busier during this time period. So this could be a beautiful energy time. The King of Wands, I feel like you could be dealing with somebody that has a significant age difference than you. Like I said in the astrology, Juno. Okay, I feel like you are working hard for your success. Make sure to like, subscribe, and thank you for everybody subscribing. I really appreciate it. Okay, because this is like Kabbalah knowledge. Okay, I'm putting a little Kabbalah on here. Alrighty. So you can check that out, Kabbalah.com. I've been doing it since I was like, what, 15, before Madonna. All right. And Michael Berg's been my rabbi since I was 15 years old, and I never met his dad. I never met his dad. And it was so cool too, because like he, you know, like there's shepherds, you know, rabbis are shepherds and preachers are shepherds, you know, and like, and everybody can tell me stories about Rav Berg all day long, and I have none, but I could tell you so many stories about Michael Berg. Michael Berg was the first person to give me my little taste of liquor on Shabbat, because my mom wanted his attention, and she was like, oh my God, can she drink? Can she drink? And I'm holding my shot glass like this, like waiting for somebody to give me some liquor. And he went, sure. He's like, how old is she? 15. And she's like, sure, she can. And he just poured it like that. I drank it. And then he's like, no more. It was fun, you know. And he helped me start this business too. So, and we had a conversation online when his father passed. And again, I never met the man. And he helped me start this business. So, you know, and I just kind of I've always followed him. And Rosh Hashanah every year, every time I went up to New York and stuff like that, I always bumped into his mother when she was alive, God rest her soul, Karen Berg. And I always, every time, she was salt of the earth kind of woman. And she just like, she would have conversations with you and stuff like that. And she would do small talk, nothing like deep and intense. Unless she felt like it, then she would say something deep and intense. But other than that, it was mostly small talk. And like me and her, we were having like this Groundhog Day kind of thing. And it was sad because then when she died, the Groundhog Day stopped. And I was like, but I loved her. Anyways, enough about that. The Ace of Swords, your epiphanies. You could be having epiphanies at this time with this energy. And the point is that a lot of my influences, a lot of the stuff that I regurgitate back to you comes from him. Okay, basically him and his mom. So, no, I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I just love her. She was so nice to me. Like, we had experience. Like, I hugged her more than once. Okay, like, it was like that. It wasn't like she was, like, not out of my reach, you know? And it was just nice, and I just miss her. Anyways, this is a time of recognition and success. Epiphanies, trust your intuition, having influence over others, prayers being answered at this time. I do feel like somebody's trying to reach to you, or somebody's trying to talk to you during this time period as well with this energy here, okay? The Empress card, I feel like this is a joyous time for you as well with this energy. Happy energy here. Victories coming up. The Eight of Coins, throwing yourself in your work, being a workaholic, avoiding your problems. All right, I do see traditional dating happening to you, and this could be happening with the unrequited love, and this person is significantly older than you, possibly married, possibly a doctor. Okay, the Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. The Two of Cups, I feel like this person may find you very attractive with this energy here. I see a victory of love with this energy. And the Moon card. For some of you here, I feel like you could be romanticizing this relationship. I do feel like you may get some clarity from this situation, or you could be feeling more grounded with this energy here as well. I love you, my airbenders. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Kisses. Mwah.